Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's EDC. A little bit of a different video for you here, but today I'm going to bring you my full review of the Divo Knives Stout. This here is a prototype, so keep that in mind. I'll be going over a list of changes I have hanging just behind the camera there, but this is going to be the next knife coming from Divo Knives, company run by Kevin from Lefty EDC, as well as Colin Mason Pierre from CM Knife Designs. They have brought you the Divo Stout, which is coming soon, around mid-September. Delivery date, sorry if you hear any noises. My girlfriend and I are dog sitting. Surprise, surprise. And he is a very large German Shepherd who likes to likes to play with the ball. He won't drop it. Drop it. Drop the ball. Come on. Yeah, he does not like to let go. There you can see him go in the background, but it's not what this video is about. It is, of course, about the Growler here. So this one is produced by Kevin Knives, who is a budget-focused company, which, good news, this one is going to be a budget piece, as opposed to the higher-end Stout, as well as some other models coming down the line from Divo Knives. And they did a phenomenal job with this. The detent is super crisp. The action is just ridiculously good. It almost falls shut on its own. I swear the action was better on this yesterday. I had already filmed this video actually, but I wanted to film it again with the pouch here. I don't know if this is going to be an official thing that it comes with, but if you take a look here, there's a Divo Knives bottle opener. So that's really cool. Really neat feature to have here with the pouch just attached to the zipper. Super cool little thing, especially because all the Divo Knives have beer themed names, like, you know, the Stout, the Growler. They're working on the Mash and the Buzz right now. So, you know, tying things in is pretty cool. But to get on with the knife here, you have a really high flat grind, not a hollow grind. I know Kevin originally wanted to do a hollow grind on this guy, but Shieldon did a really great job getting a very thin edge on this flat grind. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell quite how much that thins out, but this thing slices extremely well and is super ergonomic. You can see just the way this fits in my hand. I wear a large size glove. I'm sorry that the background keeps getting kind of whited out, but I guess that's what happens when you're outside. Fills the hand really nicely. Like I said, large size glove. The opening hole works phenomenally for reverse flicking, thumb flicking, whatever it is you want to do. And of course, it works great left-handed as well. Big requirement from Kevin, obviously. Something you might notice about this model is that it's not reversible. That is going to be changed in the production version. And the production version of these is going to be sold through White Mountain Knives exclusively, and it's going to be coming in at $85. So you're looking at micarta 14C28N, and some of the changes that are going to be made is that there is going to be a filler tab for the side you don't have the pocket clip on, and the pocket clip is going to be reversible. The edges are going to get chamfered. Right now, it's just flat slab scales, so a little bit of chamfering is going to go a long way in making this already really ergonomic knife feel just a little better in hand. Increased lock bar access. I never really had a problem getting in there. You can see that it sticks up just a little bit above, but if you're maybe left-handed, you might want a little more access. I never seem to have a problem with it, but it's not going to impact the ergonomics at all. And if anything, it's just going to make it a slightly easier knife to use. So who is going to, be opposed to that? Something else Kevin listed was an improved plunge grind. I like the plunge grind on this, but I think they're going to want to continue it down under the frame here to really give you a generous area for sharpening. The plunge is well below the bottom of the blade here, so it's an excellent sharpening choil. And I assume they just either want the line to look a little nicer or to line up with the frame, or perhaps be straight along the bottom, because you can see it kind of comes to a tip right there. We'll see how that ends up getting changed. Not going to make any meaningful difference on the knife. It's just going to look a little bit nicer. They're going to increase the lanyard hole size. You can see there's one tiny little hole right down here. They're just increasing it enough to get paracord through, so it's not going to be huge or anything, but it will be slightly larger. And the biggest thing is that it's going to have a D-shaped pivot. Something you may have noticed is that this blade is completely sterile. There are no marks on it anywhere. The only markings is on the pivot here, which you can see there in the light. That's where you're going to see the Divo Knives logo, and that's going to be D-shaped in the future. This one happens to be free spinning, though I didn't really have any problem tightening this down when I got it in for review. This was just awesome to carry and use. I got a chance to check out the stout prototype as well, which that video is up on the channel if you're interested in looking at that. But getting a chance to carry this prototype here from Shieldon, I can tell you they did a really good job with this knife, and Kevin and Collin did a great job with the design overall. The super high flat grind cuts really nicely. As I said, super ergonomic, so this really just cut through cardboard like no tomorrow. There's no issues here. It cuts, if you own anything from TRM, it cuts similarly to that. It's not quite as thin of a stock. You're looking at, I don't know the exact specs, probably 0.125 or less on this guy, but it's not the 0.09 that a TRM has, but it still slices super well due to the height of that grind, getting it nice and thin down by the edge. And of course, the ergonomics made it great. I tended actually, I thought I was going to be choked up the whole time I used this, but when I was doing cardboard and I wanted fast, quick cuts, I actually stayed back, and it kind of gave me a, with this belly this blade has, that extended lever really kept the cutting edge through the cardboard for a lot longer and made for a really nice, clean cut every time. You can see the action is just stupid good. And this is just a home run for Kevin and Collin and Divo Knives as a whole. So again, this will be available through White Mountain Knives, $85 for these guys. You will be able to use discount codes such as Lefty10 for this guy. But I will certainly be picking one up at 85 bucks. It's going to be an awesome knife to pick up. You want to keep your eye on Divo Knives. They have some awesome stuff coming in the future. And of course, this one, the Growler here, is an absolute home run. Super nice to cut with, super great in hand, and super fun to fidget with if that's your thing. So that's going to be it today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave links in the description to both White Mountain Knives and Divo Knives page, so you can check out their pages and you can see progress on upcoming models from Divo. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for bearing with me with the changing background and the camera view here. And that's going to be it. So before I ramble on too long, thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day. Take care.